All right, now we've got audio recording up here, and we've got video recording here, so we're good to go. I can cut and dub and all that kind of stuff, so we're good. All right.
Are we just gonna
So, what are we going to talk about?
let's talk about.
Let's talk about how you got in trouble at the meeting.
Yeah.
Y'all really want to?
How you almost
Yeah.
got fired. Yes.
Well, I wouldn't say I almost got fired. All I did was point out the lack of Chromebooks in the high school. So let me ask you guys, because what they did later, like yesterday, they sent out an email asking for teachers to tell them how many Chromebooks they had in their room and if they needed any repairs. Kind of like fact checking me on the statement that I made at the meeting, which the statement I made, just so everybody knows, was so I asked, based on a comment that was made to me by an administrator, and I'm not going to say who. The comment was, I asked when I was going to get Chromebooks in my room, and the comment was, I don't know where we're going to find the funding for it, and I'm going to make sure that every teacher in this high school has Chromebooks in their classroom, or a full set of 30 in their classroom before you even get one.
Whoa.
Okay? And so this meeting was about funding for the high school and where we get all our money for all different things. So I waited till the end and I asked the question, when are we going to get funding for Chromebooks? And Mr. Goucher said, well, Mr. King, we're 1-to-1 through the whole district. In other words, we have Chromebooks for every student in all the classrooms. And I said, well, I know of several classrooms in the high school that don't have a full set of Chromebooks, and mine particularly has no Chromebooks except for what my mom donated. And so they sent out this email yesterday, I think to fact check me, but obviously I can't prove that, asking how many Chromebooks were in the classrooms and if they needed any repairs. So you guys, the classrooms that you guys have, do they have a full set?
Not all of them.
Not all of them, no. It's like half do, half don't.
Sometimes our statistics class, there's kids that come into our class and grab
Yeah.
Chromebooks.
Because there's
Yeah,
no
like,
other classes.
Because their classes don't have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
All of mine do.
So not all the classes have them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know when I go across the street to the science classrooms, either to get equipment or to go over there for team, they don't have a full set of Chromebooks. And some of those are older Chromebooks that have been there since I've been here, which is 5 years now. And they've sent those Chromebooks off for repair, and they haven't been brought back. So,
Where do you think they should cut back on funding to fund the education?
Chromebooks.
New Chromebooks and stuff.
well, according to the meeting, they have all the money they need to get Chromebooks.
They're just being stingy with it.
Apparently, it's only a problem here in the high school.
They could spend $1 million on a football field.
I heard that they spent a lot of money on the espresso machine or something. Like,
Espresso.
Something.
Espresso machine.
Oh, I spent a lot of money on something.
I haven't heard about any money on an espresso machine,
I don't know, I
but
might be tripping, I don't know.
I don't know anything. I haven't seen that in any teacher's lounge or anything. So,
Turn off the video.
what's wrong with the video?
He keeps turning it
Look at
off.
Zach.
Zach, what are you looking at?
He's saying it's too slow.
I had to check a message.
So let's poll our live audience.
Alright, live audience. Let's hook you up. Alright, guys, say hi, guys.
Hi,
Hi, guys.
How many of you guys would say, like, raise your hand? Is your classes short on Chromebooks? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
You can't see me, but I'm raising my hand.
Wait, you can't see
Oh, wait, no,
my
you
your
can't
camera-
see.
Your class,
Right.
we don't have Chromebooks in.
No.
These guys all have short Chromebooks.
Like, not just my class, other classes.
Phone right now.
Other classes. Are your rooms short on Chromebooks? Yes. Raise your hand.
No.
Okay. Not all of them. Some of
We
them.
have 2 classes.
How many of them are full?
Oh.
Like, how many of what you would say that a majority of your classrooms are full on Chromebooks? Like 30.
I have one other class.
You have one class that's full.
One other class.
Oh, you have one other class. Well, okay.
3 or 4.
3 or 4 are full. Okay. And how many classes do you have here on campus? Like, do you have all classes on campus? Okay, so 7 classes then. Okay.
I have a class at the boat.
I have 5 classes.
School academy.
You have 5 classes, and how many of yours would you say are full?
I see all of them.
30 Chromebooks in the class?
I know we have Chromebooks in my math class. I think we all have Chromebooks. I think we have extra.
Yeah, I think
people now.
people will come in that class to get more Chromebooks.
I think in English we have.
Yes. Oh, you're ready now.
Is it little? You want to be in a Chromebook?
It's a minute away.
Okay.
Have you heard any?
Special guest.
Have you heard any news recently? Just anything at all? Like anything interesting in the news?
Just anything in the news? No, I haven't.
Did you see? I don't know where it was, but there was a 13-year-old having a trail with the police because apparently.
Teachers, pardon the interruption. At this time, can you release the freshman girls that were DCA'd? Freshman girls that were DCA'd. Thank you.
Alright, so this 13-year-old, I don't know if he's 13, younger, but he broke into somebody's home and found 2 shotguns, a handgun, and an AK. He had a standoff with the police.
Where was this at?
I don't remember exactly.
Was it in Oklahoma though? No.
Shout out to my mom.
Shout out to my shameless plug. Shout out to Zach's mom.
Yeah.
Let's get it for Zach's mom.
He gave himself up like 30 seconds later though, so it wasn't really.
So it wasn't that big of a standoff.
No.
Okay.
It just happened because he broke into somebody's house and found all those weapons.
What's our second hour? Yeah, we have a full set of Chromebooks for our second hour. I mean, we should.
What class is that?
English.
The one right next door, Miss Whittle. It's personal finance.
Oh, personal finance. So that would be a math class.
Yeah.
So it seems like the math classes are full on Chromebooks.
And the only other hour besides that I have is
My
PE.
English class is
Your English class does? Okay. So English classes might have full Chromebook carts, and math classes have full Chromebook carts.
I don't know about history. We don't have history.
Okay. Well, yeah. Go ahead. Oh, you take that. So we've got. So there's still several that don't have full Chromebook carts, which is still a problem. Because it made it sound like the superintendent didn't know there was a problem. And apparently we have the money and the funding for it.
Do you know what they want to put into funding instead of the Chromebooks? Have they said anything like that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't think there is a problem, and there should be plenty of money for the Chromebooks. And so the Chromebooks should not be an issue. It should not be a problem. All the Chromebook carts should be 100% full in every single class. In fact, I was told by another person that I'm not going to name on here right now that Chromebook carts have been moved from classroom to classroom. So there are Chromebooks. There is a Chromebook shortage in the high school for some reason, and it should not be an issue. Now, at other levels in the district, like middle school and elementary, I don't know because I'm not around there.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why don't we just get rid of some of the kids so that we can have an even amount of kids?
So we just have I don't think that depopulation is the answer.
I had a kid on the 4 boards.
I had the kids on.
Other than computers, what do you think would be a good funding towards the school that would help us a little bit more?
VR headsets.
Shut up.
No.
And or help you too.
Or help.
Teachers. You know?
Textbooks, like instead of putting money into digital textbooks, like the old hard copy textbooks. I know that one of the issues was kids destroying textbooks, but I think we need to go back to hard copy
Back to the
textbooks.
Stone Age.
So
Back to the paddle.
I don't think we use the textbook since like sophomore year.
yeah, I think we need to go back to hard copy textbooks because either way, we're either spending the money on the textbooks or we're spending money printing out textbooks for students that need that hard copy in front of them. So either way, we're spending money.
I got a question for you. Do
Yeah.
you believe in like witches, witchcraft, stuff like that? Just a question.
So
You're,
off off.
you're like throwing random questions out
Yeah.
there. I personally don't believe in the power, but yes, there are people out there who believe in
I'll show you.
witchcraft and are like believe that they can do certain things, and so yes, I believe in groups of people. In fact, there's a show that I watched that just covered witchcraft, so I just watched it last night. Is this the one that supposedly a witch is flying in Mexico?
Who's talking about?
In Mexico.
I've watched like documentaries and stuff.
No, it was
So
something
bad.
that happened.
Oh yeah, I watched that one too. Like the witch came out of the tree and like attacked the police officer.
No.
No.
This is a video taken from my uncle.
Oh,
in Mexico.
okay.
What?
Alright, guys. Like a witch is.
Make a wish.
Make a wish.
Weird.
I don't.
Guys.
Yeah, easy that shit.
I'll show the camera so you guys see. Look, watch it fly down from the top.
We're waiting, guys.
See that?
We're waiting, guys.
Come here, you're supposed to leave it there, dude.
Show the video.
Okay, no.
Oh, okay.
Put it down.
My fault. My fault, G.
There you go.
Put it off like that.
I'm
All right. He's gonna show the video up there, so on the camera.
The glare is a little
Oh.
bright.
You went too far. And water recorded this,
Look,
by the
that's
way,
the
guys.
witch up there. Watch it fly down from the top.
And why do we record that? And why recorded that, guys?
Well, it was weird because it was like in the middle of the night. They were just outside and they heard that noise. They went outside to go see.
What are you doing in
And
that?
that thing was on top of the car.
And he just left the door open while this thing started flying towards
Yeah.
him,
Or ran elbow.
'Cause
and
what
didn't
they
shut
got-
the door.
They got scared and ran. So that's why the video stopped. This is weird. I don't really know much about it.
It doesn't seem logical to me that we would leave the door open.
Chat, can we tell her to give me the bone? Can I use the bone, please? Thank you. Alright, guys, this is our hall pass.
Teachers, pardon the interruption. Can you please check your email regarding total wellness? Thank you.
I need to like leave.
Are you totally well? Alright, guys,
We can edit that out.
Miss Rodski, the pledge.
look at this, guys.
That's our whole personality.
Why do we have that on here?
I don't know. I just want to shove the hall pass. Alright. Other topics.
Wow.
Where do we end off on gun control yesterday?
New topic.
I don't remember because we didn't have audio.
Yeah.
No, we finished talking about it. Honestly, we finished talking
Do
about
we?
it.
Okay, well.
So one of the key points that we talked about was we had the analogy of locks are only for honest people, and so we kind of use that analogy as locks are the laws, and they're only for people that are going to obey them. And so the laws are made only for people who are going to obey them.
What's your take on us putting in like I think it was $3 billion into Ukraine for food war.
Honestly, I felt like we should have stayed out of that.
Yeah.
Most of our foreign policy, I feel like we should stay out of foreign wars as much as possible, because we're just setting ourselves up for problems. I really think in the near future, Russia and China are going to come over here at some point because we've meddled for too long. That's my opinion.
Yeah. I think we should have stood up too because we wasted a lot of money on that. And we still have a lot of problems in the United States that we could have. put that
Oh
money
yeah,
towards.
definitely. We should. Our money should be going into domestic affairs instead of foreign affairs.
Yeah. 'Cause, yeah, we're in debt with a lot of people like China and stuff too. So we're just
Teachers,
throwing
pardon
our
the
money for no
interruption.
reason. And it's-
For freshman football, we'll be reporting at Edendale 1 for 7th hour. Freshman football, 7th hour, report Edendale 1. Thank you.
Alright, so different topic. Y'all, you got a big one. You know what, hear your voice.
I'm gonna hear something like something about the news or something.
How are we feeling for the first time we talk about what you're talking
I'm thinking. All right, give us a topic.
Give you guys a topic.
Yeah.
Movies.
All right.
Video.
What? Sorry.
Oppenheimer. Have you guys watched that yet?
Make your own.
No.
I'm not.
about. He doesn't know who Oppenheimer
I
is.
I've never seen Oppenheimer.
Do you want to watch it?
Yeah. I don't know what it's about, but I heard it was good.
You don't know what Oppenheimer's
Or
about?
Oppenheimer is the
It's like the
creation
biggest
of
thing in history.
Oh, bro.
creation of the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
I would want to watch it.
Einstein. Hear me out, guys. What did Einstein do? I mean, other than
He
helping
was
with
very
the atomic bomb, he literally did nothing.
Well,
Other
and
than help with the
really,
atomic
he
bomb.
started the process, but then he backed out because he didn't want his name in history on
But
that.
what else did he do? He came up with some theories and they got a Nobel Prize and then woo.
MC squared.
Sure, he was smart, but
There was bodies found under his house.
what fundamental thing did he do for society?
The theory of relativity?
Again, theory. It wasn't proven. Isaac Newton like came up with the laws of gravity. That's real.
That's bringing something to real.
At least in this part of the universe.
And just spout some crazy stuff and win a Nobel Prize for it.
Go to the other side of the universe and test out gravity and see if it still works.
Yeah, but it works here. Theory of relativity doesn't work here.
Well, it does.
Why is it
There's no way.
It's not proven.
Well, I mean, if you're driving in a car, doesn't it appear as if somebody is standing still outside or moving slower than you?
Yes.
Well, it's because they are moving slower than us. They're going faster.
That's relativity.
I guess.
Time is relative.
Zach doesn't believe in the government. And he doesn't believe in
What do you guys don't
He's a
believe?
giant.
Obviously, the
conspiracy-
government
He's a giant conspiracy theorist. Whatever it's called.
Obviously, the government exists. So I think it's good for society.
Everything,
You know what
yeah.
that means? After this album.
They just steal our money instead of doing it for us.
I don't know.
Well, I think it was closer to that.
You-
Right? Like,
I don't know, but
I don't know.
because my first.
I don't even know what to ask. What got you into forensics?
My dad worked in the Department of Corrections, and so I learned a lot from him. But after high school, I went into college and became a medical lab tech, and so I had a lot of science classes and worked as a medical lab tech for about 10 years, and so I had a lot of lab training. And when I had the opportunity to teach forensics, I loved the subject, and so I studied up on it, and I got the opportunity to teach it, and so I did.
That's good. Well, and how long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching for 9 years now. So.
Richard, ask us a question.
What's the question?
Ask us a question.
So, if you were a cow, what would be the first thing you would do?
Wise question.
Move.
You'd poop?
Move.
Oh, move. But have you seen their poop though? It's massive.
I've not seen a cow poop.
One of the answers I've heard was like, jump over the moon, like that one cow.
Oh yeah.
Or like, scratch yourself.
Wait. What would your first thing be?
I would eat grass.
There you go.
Let's please. Yeah.
Cows love it. You know, like,
Pretty sure you can
look
do
at it.
that.
Just keep wondering.
I have one headphone.
What would your first thing be?
I barely hear it.
I'd fill up all 4 of my stomachs.
Well, then you're getting. Never mind. Actually, never mind.
It doesn't really work that way. You eat and fill up one stomach, and then the digestive process goes through all the others.
Do you think a cow would get surgery to only have one stomach?
What time do we get out of here?
I don't think it works that way
Well, why do they need 4 stomachs?
for the digestive process because of what they eat. Grass is difficult to digest.
Okay, that makes
It's
sense.
gonna take trouble.
Like, we weren't meant to be vegetarians.
Yeah. Like cows weren't, or we weren't?
We weren't.
We weren't.
Yeah, humans were not, because our digestive systems weren't meant for that. Well, even other animals, they can do it, but it's like difficult. That's why they have those huge digestive tracts to be
Do you
able
think
to.
that dinosaur with the long neck has 4 stomachs? Because isn't that one also vegetarian? Because its neck is so long to eat the
Well, it's a herbivore.
herbivore.
In nature, they're called herbivores, and I don't know, because those are things that rot, so you can't see the intestines. We don't know what they look like.
That actually really piques my interest now in like dinosaur intestines.
That would be interesting to look at.
Like, you know, like,
So-
what would those look like?
Yeah.
What is
Mr. King?
what is that?
I really need to figure out when I'm supposed
Is this happening like right now?
No, it's the jet that got stolen. It's the audio of the guy.
Was this here in America?
When was this?
It was.
It was like
Okay, sorry.
It sounds like cartoon kids. I won't. It does. I can do sound effects.
So the hijacker is contacting the tower to get help?
So, what was it like?
It was in South Carolina.
So they do it and get scared, like, I don't want to do this. Help me, you know?
It's because of an aircraft failure. He ejected himself.
They should have just committed.
Alright, what are your guys' favorite animals?
Cows.
Cows. Okay, of course.
You have to come up with
Come up with different questions.
I don't know. I'm the one. Alright, whatever.
Very
What is your
Hold
favorite
on, what
cow?
are your, on the past, what is your thoughts on, like, you think giants were real? Like,
I do, but a long time ago.
do you think they had any help in building any of the buildings? Like pyramids or stuff like that?
No.
How do you think they built the pyramids? Yeah, how do you think they built the pyramids?
I believe that they did it with slavery. Thank you.
I think so, maybe, but how would they be able to build the big blocks?
With cranes, just like we do now. They're just different. They were different styles back then. Cranes and levers. Yeah, they had lever systems back then.
So that's how you think they built the
Wait,
pyramids?
so how were they able to activate the crane and stuff? Like,
It's a pulley system. You just said.
It's a pulley system, yeah. Pulleys and levers.
You're gonna be in the boat. That's some good questions.
yes, yeah.
No. What time does the bell ring? 38. Yeah, bell's about to ring. So I'll get this stuff edited and.
But aren't we on
We'll figure something better out, guys, on Monday.
I needed that.
I don't think so. They didn't say anything.
Yeah, this time.
Ah, my mouse.
You don't have anything.
All right, and stop.